King Eric, the media assassin in the building. What's good, YouTube family? Whew. First time I've been live in a while, yo. We just did a lot of work. I had to get me a new phone. I'm still going through the adjustments when it comes to getting this phone figured out. So anybody that wanted to get in touch with me, they have to get in touch with me through Instagram or Messenger. And that's how I've been getting around. So I've been celebrating my birthday. Big shout out to the wonderful, beautiful women in my life that took the time to send me a video shout out. Y'all can see the video. I have a lot more, actually. I was working on this thing like the Kanye West Donda album. Like every time I had it done, I had more women want to be involved. So I said, okay, this thing gonna take a while. So big shout out to you ladies for sending me the birthday love. I truly appreciate it. Your man's just made it another year. Been enjoying my birthday, taking time off, reflecting on different parts of life. And while I've been gone, I've been keeping my ear to the streets, so to speak. A lot of things have been transpiring. Happy birthday. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate it, bro. So the story of the big elephant in the room. Vince McMahon has officially stepped down and retired from being the chairman of the WWE. Very shocking, I might add. Very shocking. Just based off the magnitude of how he stepped down. Now, it must be really bad for Vince to step down. It must be really bad. They must got some stuff on him. They must have took one look on that, on what he got, what he's facing. They like, nah, you got to step down, dude. It's crazy how Crockett is still alive. Not Jim Crockett, but Crockett Promotions. They outlived Vince McMahon. They outlived Vince. And they going to be doing that Ric Flair pay-per-view next Saturday night or next Sunday night, I believe. It's like some wild stuff, yo. Let me tell y'all this. We've been clowning Flair, but let me tell y'all. Flair, Jarrett, Lethal, and Andrade, they are telling a better story than what I've seen from AEW and the WWE. This is straight good old school fashion storytelling, and they're keeping it kayfabe. See, Rick and Jarrett, they've been around too long to understand that, and that's why the story is sticking. Even though Flair ain't gonna do worth a damn in the ring, the story alone is intriguing. Now I'm curious. I'm like, huh? Okay, this is gonna be pretty good. This might be pretty entertaining. So I'm definitely gonna check that out. But going back to Vince McMahon, wow, who would have thought? Same Vince McMahon that survived the steroid scandal, the Benoit scandal, WCW, ECW combining. He survived all that shit, and the Killer P took his ass down. Even survived COVID, man. Because a lot of businesses suffered during COVID. WWE just kept on trucking. This motherfucker was Teflon when it came to this, but pussy took him down. That's how powerful it is. That's how powerful it is, y'all. Pussy took down the Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon survived the steroid trial. Vince McMahon survived the Chris Benoit scandal. Vince McMahon survived WCW and Ted Turner. Vince McMahon survived all of these legends leaving him, but pussy took him down. Unbelievable. It's powerful, man. So now I'm seeing the snowball effect. I'm now seeing John Laurinaitis, he out of here. Now they need to let go of Kevin Dunn. I cannot wait. That will make me smile to see that dude go. Because Kevin Dunn is one of the worst cameramen I ever seen. You look at a match, he does like his camera work is garbage. Like he switches the angles every 10 seconds. And you mess around, you might mess around catch a seizure watching one of these matches on Raw, bro. Like the camera angles are just shitty. But going forward, people are looking at this as a good thing with the WWE because it may open up new doors to new relationships where Vince was stubborn enough. He didn't want to work with nobody. He didn't want to consolidate with nobody unless they kissed his ring. But they seem like more now they're more open to talking with different promotions and doing like forbidden doors and stuff like that. Because Triple H, since he got in, he mended a lot of bridges. Ultimate Warrior, he wasn't fucking with the WWE at all. Triple H mended that fence. Bruno Sammartino, Triple H mended that fence. So he bended a lot of bridges that Vince McMahon broke over the years. And with him being gone, the energy might be a little bit different. Because now, the good news is they're probably going to go back to the basics of wrestling. Probably going to go back to good old-fashioned storytelling. This thing will be a good thing or a bad thing. The good thing is they may go back to the basics of what wrestling really is. Good old-fashioned storytelling, compelling characters, a storyline that can make sense. The bad news it could be, with Vince McMahon gone, it could be like AEW light. It could be like the indies because everybody in wrestling is pretty much using that whole strong style, indie work rate type shit. And part of me is like, I don't want to see any of that being copied on every promotion. You want to see your giants, you want to see your killers, you want to see people with different styles. I don't want to see that flippity stuff all day. You know what I'm talking about? I want to see a good mixture. That's what made the Attitude Era special. That's what made ECW special. That's what made that made WCW special. They catered to different demographics. ECW was the best of doing it. They gave you the technical wrestling. They gave you the gangster shit with New Jack and them. They gave you the hard rock brawls. They gave you the redneck stuff. They gave you everything. Everything you wanted. The high flying stuff, the technical stuff, the brawls, the street fights, the shoot fighting with Taz. They gave it all to you. ECW just didn't have enough money to compete. They were ahead of its time. So now with Vince McMahon gone, the question remains, what's going to happen next? Because Brock Lesnar came up there, rumor had it, he didn't even want to show up. I bet Brock went out there. See, I'm going to tell you what happened. See, with Vince, he got to set up for what he's up with these part-timers where, yo, I ain't showing up until the check is clear. They wanted Brock to show up and that check thing clear. Vince had that check clear. Brock probably looked around like, yo, where's my check? We're going to get it tomorrow. Screw you. I'm out of here. Same thing with The Undertaker. I bet you now with the way things is going, you going to have to work that full-ass schedule straight up. They probably looked at Brock's deposit. They was like, shit. I ain't giving you nothing. But yeah, when he showed up last night, that go to show you right there, that check is clear. And Brock came out there all smiles and Hallmark cards. Straight up. Yeah, you know that's true, man, because he did the same thing with Taker. Why you think Taker could come in for 10 years and wrestle one time a year and get a big-ass bag? These old niggas got to come back and work now. Shit. Them old niggas got to come. They can't get that part-time bag no more. Why you think Shawn Michaels ain't going in there? He know his ass got to do a whole 300. He ain't doing that no more. That's about to be short. Because Vince McMahon, he kept a big heart for those guys. Like, he kept a big heart for dudes to come back and make more money than the working roster. That shit is done. Yo, that shit is done, bro. Brock came up in there, threw some shit around, because his check didn't get clear. Vince had it all clear for him. As soon as you even... Brock, don't even worry. It's there. Now you got Nick Khan and Stephanie. The money didn't even show. They were like, I don't know about this. I don't even know about this, son. Man, this nigga $4 million just to show up and do just to show up and yell and do one F5. Stephanie was like, hell no. But Nick Khan was like, well, we got to give it to him. Let's do it. I'm pretty sure. Here's how it went. Stephanie probably looked at that contract like, hell no. But my dad, he been strong arming my daddy for 10 years. Shoot, them old niggas was strong arming Vince McMahon, yo. Hogan used to come in every once in a while, get paid that Legends check. Nah. Nick Khan gonna have these niggas working. Stephanie ain't playing either. See, Stephanie's a sweetheart, actually. I met Stephanie McMahon and Triple H at the airport a long time ago. They the nicest people you can meet. Nicer than a lot of these rap niggas, believe it or not. But this is around 2014, 2015 where she was in full character mode. And I was like, yo, I hate your guts on TV. And she started laughing. I was like, that's going to show how good you guys are. But they real nice people, though, man. They were real busy oriented. Triple H is one of the nicest guys I've met. It was very surprising. Knowing Brock, he had to probably F5 Stephanie do a table to get that check. It ain't clear. Man, Brock tore that whole damn locker room up, man. That deposit didn't come on late. That deposit probably came like right before he came out there. Right before he came out, that deposit had dropped. He used to get that deposit like in the early part of the morning when he wake up. Vince had that shit all laid out for him. That old man deposit. That's what he probably call it. He probably call it the OMD, the old man deposit. He ain't see that check, and they wanted him to drive some miles from his hut in Canada. They were like, son, we ain't giving him this. Tribal Chief ain't get him. He was like, yo, Tribal Chief ain't even showing up. What we gonna do? Because even John Cena make a lot of money just off appearances alone. That shit that's done. Yeah, y'all laughing. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. These niggas gonna have to work now. All that part-time shit Vince McMahon had them doing, that bag is done. Stephanie ain't playing. Triple H ain't playing. See, you got younger people running the mantle now. Nick Khan. Nah. Y'all old niggas going back to work. Straight up. Y'all going back to hitting them mileage. Y'all going back to them straight up. Y'all going back. Y'all think I'm playing. Nick Khan and Stephanie, they can see what they doing. They trying to cut their losses. They trying to cut everything Vince was doing in the past. And what's his name? John Laurinaitis is out of here. Bruce Pritchard, he holding on his job like this. He holding on like with dear life. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, y'all gonna see a new WWE. You ain't gonna see all them part-timers like that no more. Triple H is working on new talent, new indie talent. You're gonna see a new revamp. You're not gonna even see a lot of the only thing I don't like, you're not gonna see a lot of the giants probably. I don't want to see all that flippity stuff for like a whole 3 hours. If Triple H could balance it out like he been doing on NXT when they prime years, it'll be a dope product. Yeah, them old man deposits are gone. The Undertaker, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. And you see Flair. See, Flair ain't got no dignity, man. Flair, he went ahead, talked all that shit. Talked all that shit about Vince McMahon, the WWE, talking about, I'm going to expose them. Remember when John Cena would drop a rap album and battling white boys like him when he was trying to buy a sandwich on lunch on Mchmahon? Yeah. But I'm going to tell you what happened. When he became the man, he dropped that rap shit. He used niggas to get on top. As soon as he got the belt, he changed his whole shtick. That's why I ain't really like John Cena. I ain't like how he changed up his whole shtick. And then I remember I seen one promo he did where he was talking about I'm gonna go back to this rapping thing. I'm like, so you just used us to get on. You just used us to get on. But who else is on there? You gotta balance. Yeah, Edge coming back. Oh, Edge going to have to work full now. This shit is over with. That part-time bag is gone. Y'all better take your asses down south to TNA to get that down south bag, because you running back on miles. Why you think Cody Rhodes going when he get back? He going back that 300. Shit, he pulled an Iggy Azalea. Hell yeah, he did. Captain America. He was Marky Mark with the throwbacks on. He was a mixture of Marky Mark and Marshall. Soon as he got the belt, he threw that shit off. Left niggas to dry. He was doing songs with Freddie Fox. He figured in his mind, oh, I got MOP on the sound. Man, Lil Fame ain't even fucking with that shit. Lil Fame trying to sue him. Lil Fame was suing John Cena for using that thing. How you gonna sit there and say you down to coach yet you getting sued by MOP? Mashed out posse. But going back to the topic at hand though, man, these old niggas gotta work now. Don't be surprised you're gonna see Edge working that whole 300 now. That part-time stuff is gone. Straight up. See, them days, I'm gonna tell you what used to happen. The Undertaker used to, see, this is how Vince used to butter you up. Because, see, Vince got that gift of gab. Why you think these old niggas can't stay away? He got that gift of gab to make you motivated to get out of bed and go back out. You look at that documentary that The Undertaker did. Undertaker kept on saying, man, I'm done. I don't want to be out there no more. Vince like, you got to have one more match in your mark. Come on, do it for your fans. Do it for your little kids. Do it for the people that see The Undertaker as larger than life. Go out there, Mark. Go out there and give those people what they need. Here go The Undertaker with one fucking leg, hopping up out there and shit. Hopping all out there working the match. He ain't had no business working. Then he's thinking, I'm done. So then, they'll go ahead and see ticket sales are struggling. SummerSlam is struggling. Hey, Mark, about that favor. Yeah, we're struggling with selling tickets, and we need a big superstar attraction. Oh, what are you trying to get at? What we saying is, we need you to be The Undertaker again. Steve Austin ain't returning my phone calls. Shawn Michaels he's done. Hunter has a bad heart, so we gotta rely on you. So Undertaker goes out, he gets out of bed, put that hat on. His wife looking at him and shit. You doing it again, oh, he using you again, huh? Hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. Doing a little boxing shit. Then he going back out there in that cold, working out like Rocky 4, just to do one match. Cause Vince got that gift of gab. I give Vince credit. You know what's crazy about Vince McMahon is how these grown ass men be seeing he like a father figure to them. That's some next level pimping. You know how these man, you know that's some next level pimp game that Vince be putting on these motherfuckers, man. He learned that being a promoter. He learned that best from Don King and all of them, man. Don King used to do a lot of that wild stuff. Don King had his own religion, and Mike Tyson was baptized in the church of Don King. That's what I'm saying. Yo, Don King was cold, bro. Don King had his own religion. Nobody really knew that. Shit. He had Mike Tyson all walked up in the religion of Don King. John King had his own church. Look at that Beyond the Glory special. You see what I'm talking about. Don King had his own church. And Mike Tyson was baptized in the religion of Don King. Shit was crazy. But I'm telling you, man. Nah, I think Vince is gone this time, man, because he's getting up there, number one. He's up 78 years old. He done did it all. What more is there left for him to do? He done made all the money. He done been around the world. He done took on the federal government and won. He done took on Ted Turner's money and won. What more does he have to do really at this point? He just doing the shit just to do it. I mean, age plays a heavy role with that. And this is what's crazy is he been doing this since like the 70s. So you know he tired. Plus the game ain't really, when you older like he is, he feel weird as shit going in them locker rooms. The energy ain't really there no more. Same with Jim Ross. You can tell when Jim Ross is doing commentary, he don't really care. Doing that shit for the check. Because, Jim Ross had a rough couple years. So, he just doing it just to take his mind up. So, he don't really care about the current product. Same with Vince. Vince tired, man. You can look at Vince. That motherfucker like he just stepped out of a casket. Like seriously. Took Macho's blood and built Titan Tower, stole Bret Hart's smile, and bought a WWF plane. Yeah, that's capitalism though, bro. He built that off Hulkamania and Rocky 3. That's why that's some game right there for y'all, but that's why he's loyal to Hulk Hogan to this day. Because without Hulk Hogan, none of this is possible. I don't even like Hulk Hogan, but you gotta be able to admit that Hulkamania shit was a phenomenon. Is The Rock coming back to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Honestly, I don't want to see that shit, bro. I do not want to see that. I do not want to see that at all. I mean, the only thing they're going to probably do is just to pass the torch to Reigns, but they need to find a young, fresh opponent. Broke his father, promised to meet every territories, ran out of the territories, killed pro wrestling, sports entertainment. Yo, you can say that. You can really say that because when he crushed all those territories, it was bad for business. He went ahead and took all the big talent from all these territories and put them in the WWE. Now, it was a good look for us fans, but, we were young. We didn't see the play at the time. We just looked at it like these guys are larger-than-life characters. See, that's what Vince McMahon had the gift of doing. He had the gift of taking these guys, putting them on a platform, and creating a larger-than-life aura. That's the gift of marketing. Look how he did Cody Rhodes. He made Cody Rhodes look official. They did just off going off the WrestleMania that just passed. Cody Rhodes looked like a star. I wasn't a big fan of his, but that marketing, that Hollywood marketing, that camera, the camera pack, the packages, all that stuff play and making you look legit like a star. That's when they care. When they care, WWE's on top of their game. It's one of the best products out. But when this shit is stale and it's not moving like it is, it sucks. But I honestly don't want to see The Rock and Roman Reigns, man. The Rock done had his time. They can't say anything bad about WCW if they're going to run that well back. That's like seeing Hogan and Flair again. Yeah, he did all that, man. Yeah, Vince did all that. But, man, when you in the show business like that, there ain't no nice guys in this shit. Just like this entertainment business. It's really no nice guy. You can't be a nice guy here. You can't be a nice guy over here in this show business. Show business is a sharp-field business. And in the wrestling business, one of them promoters said it best on Beyond the Mat. You can't be a nice guy in this business and be a promoter. That's what Tony Khan need to learn. That's what Tony Khan need to learn. Tony Khan need to learn that them boys going to run all over you. You got to start treating this thing like a business. You can't treat these guys like your BFFs, hugging them and all that shit. You got to let them know, like, look, you signed this contract. You gotta honor it. If MJF don't want to do it, get your ass out of here. See, you don't want to become a mark. You gotta stay on your square, because in the wrestling business, why you think Dana White is how he is? Dana White don't play. He ain't trying to be friends with the boys. So you try to be friends with the boys, they're gonna try to run all over you. And see, Vince McMahon had that era about himself where he created that. He created that era where people were scared to even approach him. Like, you had a storyline or you had an idea for a character, motherfuckers were scared to approach him in his office. Like, he created a terrifying era about himself. Kind of like Trump did. But yet if they like you, they'll work with you. If they like you, they work with you. So that gift for gab is something. And I was thinking they was going to do something with Vince McMahon. They was going to do like a documentary or something of some sorts. But I'm going to tell you this. They are in that AE is making a killing off the WWE right now. Because see what those documentaries are, they're basically like updated versions of the ones they already did. With more exclusives. Like the one they did with Goldberg. I've enjoyed that one. Still, you got to come up, be original, come up with your own stuff. Imitation not the best form of flattery. Well, you know, I got to disagree with you there, Black Power, because see, Nas said it best. No idea is original. There's nothing new under the sun. It's not how it is, it's how it's done. But you're right about that. You cannot let the inmates run the asylum, and that's what Tony Khan got to learn. Want a friend, get a dog. Exactly, especially in show business. Yeah. Show business, boy. Especially this wrestling business and this rap business. Woo! You can't be nice, man. You got to be firm. You got to take Phantom out. That's like you signing a big talent and you want to be his friend and stuff. You want to think about all the stuff that you, all the toys and all the merch that you bought him. Fuck that. That's business now. Even when I started doing off the cuff radio, man, the big homie Fleetwood told me this. He was like, yo, take your friendship out your back pocket. Take the fandom out of your back pocket, man. These niggas ain't what you think it is. And come to find out, I was right. He was right. Like, just because you buy their record don't mean they're gonna give you some respect. And I've encountered a lot of that in my dealings of dealing with these people. So even they played on with that. They played on that angle, which was dope on Crockett with the Ric Flair angle, where Jay Lethal, he felt upset that Ric Flair didn't even invite him to have his last match. See, just little stories like that is what matter. Anybody can relate to that, because Lethal trained with Flair, helped Flair, and Flair didn't even invite him to the damn event. So they kicked his ass on the parking lot. And that's going to give Lethal a big look. This is a big look for Jay Lethal. And I like the work Jarrett doing. I ain't the biggest Double J fan, but man, Jarrett been coming around. See how Eric Bischoff took it to the top. Look how Jim Cornette made TNA pop. Maybe Tony Khan can learn something from them. Yeah, he could. But look at this, though. Tony Khan is like Bischoff in a lot of ways. Bischoff had money to get a lot of those deals done. He had Ted Turner's paychecks. He couldn't get a lot of that shit done without Turner. That Turner bag is what brought Hogan. That Turner bag is what brought Savage. Only thing Bischoff was sharp enough to do, he was sharp enough to pretty much get a lot of budget costing cut. But for the most part, people don't know that angle that they ran with the NWO angle, that was just a rehashes of a Japanese angle. So everything is pretty much already been done. It's just how you do it. You just gotta have the right people to do it. And I give him credit for it. He knew how to strike when the iron is hot. But he don't know too many about wrestling as a whole. And when you go into war with somebody like Vince, you better have it all right. But that was the greatest, to me, that was the greatest storyline of all time, WCW versus NWO. I don't kill anybody. That's my number one favorite of all time, because that was the one where we thought that we was going to finally get WCW versus the WWF. That's the closest we thought we was going to get it. That's, to me, is the greatest angle. People can say Austin and Rock and Austin and Vince. That's cool. I love those too, but WCW, the NWO, it mirrored both reality. It had us thinking, yo, we finally gonna get this shit going. We finally gonna see WCW versus NWO. Let's go. I mean, WCW versus WWF. Let's go. So, yeah. As much in closing, because I'm about to roll out. In closing, regardless of how you feel about Vince McMahon as a wrestling fan, we can't discredit everything that he's done. Man brought us WrestleMania. He crossed wrestling into the mainstream. Brought characters that we identify and love to this very day. Changed the manuscript of the business forever. I like when the NWO took on The Rock and Austin. That was one of the best beatdowns ever. When they beat Rock and Austin ass in the same night. That was one of the greatest beatdowns ever. You remember when they beat the Rock ass? Rock took all their finishes. They hit the Rock in the head with a hammer. Then Hogan hit him with the damn monster truck or whatever. That's one of the greatest Raws ever. I thought they killed the Rock out that bitch. Then they beat Stone Cold ass on Thursday. Bashed his damn knee with a brick. That NWO angle could have made them some bread. We was like, hell yeah. And keep in mind, I was enjoying it too. I was like, yo, they beating the Rock and Stone Cold ass. Shit. That was one of the greatest Raws of all time with me. I remember that. Hell yeah. Nigga, I got it on VHS somewhere. They beat the Rock ass. Straight up. Beat his ass. Jackknifed him. Hit him with the razor's edge. Hit him with the leg drop. Turned him over. Spray painted him. Picked his ass up. Blah! Hit that nigga with a hammer. Then went to the back. Drove a monster truck on the ambulance. Yo. Classic. Then they did the same with Stone Cold. Now see, I ain't like how they made it corny, man, when they had Stone Cold chasing them motherfuckers over there, all over the arena. That was corny to me. Because you mean to tell me these guys were beating everybody down at WCW, but yet they running from one man with a wrench or with a pipe? Come on, man. But then after a while, you know, they had to pretty much get rid of the NWO angle because, you know, Vince was petty like that. But I enjoyed that for what it was. When that NWO looked strong for that moment, when they was the Lethal Poison, I enjoyed that part. But we knew damn well Hogan wasn't going to stay heel for that long. Especially, let me tell you this, and I can't stand Hulk Hogan, but man, goosebumps when I seen this nigga Hulk up against The Rock at WrestleMania 18. Bruh, that was crazy. One of the biggest moments ever. You could see the arena went crazy, son. And what else? Goldberg beating Hulk at the Georgia Dome, one of my all-time favorite moments. That's in my top 5. Look up the original footage of when Goldberg beat him. Not that Dr. WWE shit, but the real footage, man. Atlanta was popping back then. They were, boy. My all-time favorite moment, of course, was Ron won the belt. When Ron Simmons won the belt in 92 from Vader. That's my all-time favorite moment. Because that was the first time I seen a black man win the strap, the main strap. I was definitely happy to see that. That was my all-time favorite moment. And he looked like my daddy. So he had to win. He had to win. But that was a beautiful moment right there. That was a beautiful moment. What else? Mick Foley, when he won the belt, that was a beautiful moment to me too, because seeing what that man been through, thrown off cages, hit with barbed wire, thumbtacks, blown the fuck up. It was good to see him get his share, get his shine in. Even though that's what I didn't like about the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era, they kept on hot potato in the belt every other month. You ain't really get a champion. I like champions with long reigns. I don't like the Roman Reigns thing. I'm enjoying that right now. When what's his name? He had a good reign. I like Cena's U.S. Championship reign. That was dope. CM Punk's reign was pretty dope. Yeah, when Goldberg beat The Rock and Lesnar in 5 minutes. That was cool to me. You know why? Because it's so realism. It's so that whole shoot fight scenario where things can happen. And plus, it didn't make Brock look too weak. See, Brock don't care. Brock getting paid. That's all he's all about. He ain't caring about this other stuff. Only time he really cared about when he took an L was when he fought Cena when he came back. Because he looked at it like, me taking the L to Cena after I beat his ass through the whole match was bad look for me. Because now, it's going to make my character look stupid. And now, I can't draw money. That was CM Punk's angle when he did his shoot. Like, if I'm taking L's like this, who going to buy my merch? If I'm taking L's like this to everybody, who going to want to invest in my character? Who want to invest in a loser? That's exactly what CM Punk angle was. That's what Brock was mad about that night. But that was a dope night because, Goldberg needed a good look, man. Goldberg wanted to close that chapter because he left in bitter terms. And I'm going to tell you all this. Bret Hart hate Goldberg guts. Bret's a cancer like me. We don't let shit go. But this nigga Bret, he go levels. Straight up. This motherfucker. And Bret's the GOAT to me, but this nigga don't hold no. He hold grudges like a mug. He's a true cancer. Shit. He's still mad about Goldberg kicking him in the head in 99. That was almost 30 years ago. God dang. I can understand because, Bret been through a lot in his life. He been through a lot, man. A lot of death, man. I'm talking losing Bulldog, losing Owen, losing Neidhart, being diagnosed with cancer, skin cancer, even though he beat that through the grace of God, surviving a stroke, screw job, being buried for years. Bret been through a lot, man, so I can understand him being angry, but man, Bret can hold a grudge like no other, man. I ain't never seen nobody hold a grudge like Bret, but that's what we do as cancers. We just hold grudges. Look at that Goldberg doc, man, where he was like wrestling a gorilla. But Bill didn't mean that, though, man. Bill didn't really mean that at all, man, because Bill was a rookie, man. Bill was pretty much, he was just doing what was told. Like, this guy was 1997. He was sitting there probably playing pro football. Here he is, 1999. He's the face of professional wrestling, one of the biggest stars in the world. That's a new transition. You know what I'm saying? That's a new transition in your mind. Like, damn, 1997. I was in the power plant, playing football, not knowing what to do. Here it is, 1998, 99. I'm on top of the wrestling food chain. And I still don't know. Only thing I just got on was just beating motherfuckers up in 2 seconds. But definitely, man, if y'all got A&E, check out those documentaries. They've been on point. They definitely been on point. The Goldberg one was dope. The Bret Hart one was dope. The Booker T one was definitely dope. The one on Piper was good. Yeah, what about The Rock was a Booker T saga? Let me keep it brick with you, John. I'm gonna keep it brick on this one. Booker T didn't like that nigga, bro. Booker T was salty. Booker T don't like The Rock. You can tell. It's that light skin, dark skin shit. Straight up. Booker don't like The Rock, bro. Even when The Rock came back in 2011, you could tell Booker T was just hating. Yeah, Booker T don't like The Rock. He hate The Rock guts, yo. Because, see, at that time, Rock was on top of the food chain. Booker T was in WCW. And, you know, Booker started mimicking The Rock a little bit. I don't know if that was a troll job or that's how he really was, but Booker started, you know, doing the bookend, which was like the Rock bottom. Then he started dressing in silk shirts like the Rock. Booker hate that nigga, man. Have you ever went on Casino for Life Patron on Tupac and Tretch Fallout? Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm Tupac'd out. There's way too much Tupac content for me, bro. Every day is some Tupac content, man. I'll be like, man, look, I don't want to talk about Pac. Not today. I'm going to keep him, his legacy, his memory, his energy, his dope music in the universe. But these niggas here, every day there's a Pac story. God dang. You would think the nigga's alive. I understand you got to get your paper off telling them Pac tales and everything. We see you, Reggie, right? You got to get that paper, get your money. But dang. I'm like, do y'all get tired of talking about this shit? What happened in 96, 97? Here we are in 2022. Golly, son. But what it is, though, Tupac is a bargaining chip, man. It's like they can't let him go because his name, anytime you say his name, it's automatically going to draw attraction. You do it with Big, it ain't going to work. You do it with Easy, it ain't going to work. You do it with any other dead rapper, it's not going to work. But Pac, it triggers emotions somewhere down the line. So you're going to instantly go rival, just commenting something bad about it. So people see that, and they want to get us. They see how it benefited Wack 100. So everybody trying to follow that same vein, I guess. But nah, bro. I'm Tupac'd out, man. I'm Tupac'd out, man. You wait, Rock Austin versus NWO on free TV was stupid. I kind of agree. Cause that's a dream match right there. You put that shit on a pay-per-view. That's the dream match right there. What they should have done, shit. It's hard to say. Because I'm thinking they should have did that for WrestleMania. I'm thinking they should have did that. Because nobody remembers Austin and Hall's match. But you put that as the main event right there, that's the dream match. Then you have Hogan do his shit during that match. So, looking back, that could have been a wasteful. That's a waste of a big bag right there. And plus, Austin and Rock ain't going to really look weak. Rock could have pinned Hulk like he been doing. Austin could have went ahead and stun Hall, and that would have been the match. But at the same time, then they'll turn on Hogan afterwards. Because that would have been better. That would have been better. I might do a video about that. But I'm about to sign out right now. About to get ready to go. Enjoy the rest of this birthday day off. Thank y'all once again for chopping it up with me. Thank y'all once again for the love y'all shown. Appreciate it. I got the interview with Dr. Dre we did last night from Yo MTV Raps. Real dope interview. I got the interview I'm about to upload with Ray Westlife. That's going to be dope. I got Glasses Malone. He's coming back on the show. So we got a lot coming on, man. So keep it posted, man. And I'm going to be live tomorrow night with my girl Remedy Maiden. So check us out. I'm out.